I went to Chicago, and my head was spinning. And there you walk into the multiplex out
Mm-hmm.
in Fairfield with
Yep.
Michael Jordan's the first guy I walk into, and for the previous 6, 7 years, it had been hand-to-hand combat with Michael. I didn't know whether we were going to go to the mat right there and start wrestling or what was going down, but he was very receptive. He looked me up and down and said, "Get rid of the shoes." Uh, I had LA Gear contract, so I quickly threw him off, and he brought me. He was my shoe contract. We wore the same size, so he would bring me size 13 Nikes whenever I needed them.
Oh man, that's a great story right there, man. And so he said he was gonna. I read something where Michael Jordan kept telling you he's gonna get you a ring.
Yeah.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah. One of our drills in warm-ups practice was 3-person shooting drills. Everybody does 3-person shooting drills. Well, right, I'm thrown in with Michael and Scotty, right? And these two are going at each other every day. And here I am, so I become a target every now and then. But I could shoot, Stephen. So I could hold my own when the final tally went down at the end of practice. Who made the most, if you will. But I could hold my own. And Michael had a good sense of his teammates, and he knew when maybe having a rough day or you hadn't played in a week, 2 weeks. When I first got there, Craig Hodges was backing up Michael, and Hodgie got hurt. Hodgie hurt his knee, so I was thrown in there right away. So I picked up the triangle offense pretty quick. And then when Hodgie came back, they get Craig back into the mix. So that's where I was sitting and not playing. But Michael, he put his arm around you and say, "Hang in there, man. Hang in there. I'm going to get you a ring." Because I was the only one on that team. I was the only one in that building that was not a part of a championship team. So feel a bit of an outsider, but you still that was a great team. The mix of Bill Cartwright, Cliff Livingston with Stacey King and Scott Williams and Paxson and BJ and everybody had their role. So they accepted me. It wasn't easy, but you had to be ready every single time down. And John Paxson gave me the best bit of advice as he saw me sitting in the hotel lobby at Boston waiting on the bus. First game that I played in the Boston Garden. We had never won in Boston Garden in 8 years. I had never won in Boston Garden. And Here we come in with Chicago. I'm reading the triangle offense and knowing that I may get in there. Paxson grabbed the folder and he folded it up. He said, "Don't worry about that." He said, "Here's one bit of advice I'll give you. When you're in the game with Michael and he drives the lane and he hits you with that pass and gives you that look," he said, "don't miss." I'm like, "Why is that?" He said, "You'll never get it back." So lo and behold, Stephen, the end of the first quarter, I'm in there and right corner. I don't know who it was. Somebody left me, and Michael hits you with that pass and gives you that look. And thank goodness it went in, swish, and everybody on the bench was happy. Michael was like, "Yeah, man, way to go." So you're kind of in at that point. But that was the best advice I ever got on the triangle offense was when MJ gives you the ball, don't miss.